It's December 29th. I just recorded this whole bit of me asking ChatGPT, or I thought I was recording this whole bit of me asking ChatGPT to set some intentions for me. So let's do an exit interview from my life leaving out of 2025, heading into 2026. I had this whole thing where I said something about like, if you don't have intention, because we want to go into 2026 with intention. If you don't have intention, you don't have promise. If you don't have promise, you ain't attached to purpose. And if you ain't attached to purpose, you ain't attached to nothing. And it was all good. It was running all smooth, and none of it was on camera. So this is how 2025 is going out and how 2026 is coming in. Hey y'all, I'm Antoinette Bullock, and I am a 38-year-old single mom. I work currently at Puller Baldino's, located at 1022 East Highway 80, which is my uncle's business. I own the food truck in the back with my cousin. I also own AB Socials, a digital marketing company that helps realtors show up authentically online. If you need help with your socials, graphics, any of those things, feel free to call me, girl. I do UGC too. Check your equipment. I refuse to go on any more content shoots and miss out on content because of user error. Learn how to use your equipment. That's a goal of 2026. Basically, we're about to do an exit interview for myself while I am baking bread. So part 1, 2025 exit interview. Who was I required to become in 2025 to survive, to stretch, and stay obedient? Ooh, I'm gonna answer these questions, but I'm also gonna ask ChatGPT to answer these questions for me too. And I'll look back at what Chat says about what it's learned about me over this year too. It is 7:29. We're gonna go open the door. Let's go. Turn the lights on too. Turn your lights down low. She has to unlock on that side as well. Right. Turn the lights on. Open for business. I had to just reflect back on what happened this year, because I don't really even know. Life has just been so crazy. I've done some amazing things this year. Who was I required to become in 2025 to survive in order to stretch? To survive, who did I have to become? Oh, I had to become busy to survive. To survive, I had to stay busy. I had to stay busy. More so with working, like creating, not necessarily as much busyness of self-care as I would like to. I also didn't do everything I needed to do because I just needed to get it out of my head. I needed to get it started. Who did I have to become to stretch? I had to, one, be open to getting help. I don't want to have to get it out the mud. Like, I think that's stupid. If there are people there who can help you, allow those people to help you. Be humble enough, be bold enough, be fearless enough to ask for the help you need, and allow the people in your life to show up for you the way they're supposed to. Who was I required to become in 2025 to stay obedient? I don't think I was as obedient as I should be. I'm coming back, God. I don't think I was as obedient as I should be. Definitely God told me to find a church this year, and I have not. I definitely went to some churches this year, but I have not found my church, the church where I am supposed to spread my wings, do work, and do ministry. So that is, I don't know. These are some hard questions. Where did I outgrow old versions of myself? I've been bolder this year. I've been taking chances, I've been starting things, I've been stepping out on faith, and I've been trusting the community God gave me. I have outgrown myself in thinking that I have to do it by myself. Like, there's a level of independent, and then there's a level of, like, you can do this, you don't have to lean on people, but if you need people, lean on them. Don't be an abuser, be a user. Ooh, that's good. Use your resources when you need them, but don't abuse your resources. Did my actions match the woman I said I was becoming? So Becoming, she didn't come out the year before last because I did not feel like I was exemplifying the woman that I was telling other women to become. Like, I even scrapped that whole first book because I didn't feel like it was honest. Like, I didn't feel like it was me. I didn't feel like I felt like it was forced. I felt like I was doing it because I said I wanted to do it, and I didn't want to like lie or not follow through. But the book that I actually created, it's me. I feel like I'm not perfect, and I'm still becoming her. I'm still figuring her out. I'm still figuring out who she is. But I am definitely proud of how far I've come, the woman I'm becoming, and where we're headed. So yes, my actions did match the woman I'm becoming. Where did I choose comfort over calling? Listen, I ain't somebody's wife yet, and it is because I'm not putting in a lot of the action. I'm not putting in a lot of the work. Baby, these dating sites, tragic for me. I don't know. I don't trust you guys. I gotta go to therapy again. I don't trust men. There are too many black women dying by the hands of men. And as a black mom, a black single mom who is raising a black man, I want to, not raise a black man who is going to aid in helping someone's daughter not be here. I want to raise a black man that uplifts black women, pours into black women, helps black women, protects black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, cherishes black women. You know, and I would love for my son to see someone treat me like that so that he can know what that looks like. But I didn't open myself up to that because I am fucking scared, y'all. The end. What parts of me feel stronger, softer, wiser, and more discerning now? All of them. Every part of me feels like that. Like, I feel like I'm smarter. I feel like I'm wiser. I feel like I'm more patient. I feel like I have more clarity. I feel like I'm more focused. I feel like I'm more connected. I feel like I'm more aligned. So yeah, all parts of me. What businesses or projects demanded the most from me this year and why? I have consistently had my client with AB Socials for damn near a year. I think we've been working together for about 10, 11 months. And so that project demanded a lot of me, but I also didn't put in as much as I should. In the 10 months, we should be further along. And I want to change that in 2026. And this, like Baldinos, figuring out the balance of everything, utilizing my calendar more. I did better this year. I need to do better next year on planning and executing. There are systems that in my business that could be so much better in regards to my time management, in regards to how I put out content. It could be more consistent and actually be reaching the people it's supposed to be reaching if I was doing the work I was supposed to be doing, if I was using my time the way I need to be using my time. Where did I operate in excellence, even when unseen? I wrote a fucking book this year, opened a business and spoke for myself this year. I created the social scene this year. I did out and did street interviews this year. I networked this year. I opened doors this year. I made connections this year. I've elevated my businesses this year. So I've just exuded what I consider excellence. Where did I drop the ball, procrastinate, or what move without clarity? I was confuzzled. I was not as organized. I need more organization, I need more structure, and I need better systems. Did I steward money, time, and people with integrity? I'm gonna say money, no, and the reason being is because I was still surviving this year. I was still surviving, and I was complacent with survival, and I don't want to be complacent with survival. It's not okay for the journey God has me on. I have to use all of the skills God gave me to generate income and multiple streams, do what I say I'm gonna do, show up where I say I'm gonna show up, create systems that allow me to do it all. What systems work, what systems failed because I didn't commit to them. Any of the systems I use for AB Socials, my onboarding has to be fixed ASAP Rocky. Onboarding, discovery calls, my availability needs to be changed in the system. My email system, I need a website. I low-key do need a new rebrand. I want it a little bit cleaner. AB Socials is fun, but we dead serious too. We are of elegance, we are refined, but we are fun. So I want bold letters that stand out and say, that commands a room when I walk in. I want my brand to speak before I walk into a room. Did I build for legacy or just for survival? I think in previous years I was building for just survival. I think this year I kind of did the same, but I see the legacy now. I don't have to survive anymore because the legacy is like, it's already promised. And I know it's already promised. I just have to do my part. My relationship with money evolved this year. I learned that I'm able to make it I'm able to make money through the skills God gave me. I'm able to create avenues for money, not just for myself, but for other people. There's just so many parts of me that I haven't even tapped into yet that are supposed to be profitable for me. And I can't wait to see how God opens each door when it's time for them to open. Did I trust God with provision or try to control outcomes myself? I think I did a little bit of both. I am definitely trusting God more and more each day. My faith is growing each and every day. And that comes with prayer, that comes with intention. And I definitely want to do a little bit more devotion, going back to like literally reading the whole Bible and learning the Bible, because I want to understand the steward of money through the lens of God and how He wanted me to use it. Where did obedience cost me? Obedience cost me trips. Obedience cost me opportunity. Obedience ain't cost me nothing, because I did what God told me to do. So did it really cost me, or did it really benefit me? Because maybe God was trying to keep me from something, maybe. But I want to be more intentful with the activities we create this year. Like, that's something me and my son talked about. Did I tithe my time, energy, and creativity, or just my money? I didn't tithe my money as much as I tithe my time, my energy, and my creativity. I need to do a healthy balance of both. Amen? Amen. What financial habits must not follow me into 2026? Spending before I receive it. Not saving. Paying attention to what's going out. All of those things ain't going with me. It hurt that I finally acknowledged this year. I'm not happy when people playing with me. Like, you did something wrong, and you're not just gonna skate by, act like you. No, I refuse to feel unsafe. I refuse to feel unwanted. So I don't put myself in positions in which I am. What cycles ended, even if they ended painfully? Hoping that like friends would come back. It's not hard feelings, it's just different stages of life. It was never hard feelings. Like, it was always just kind of like where we are. Where did I abandon myself for the sake of peace, loyalty, and familiarity? Sometimes just going along with stuff and doing stuff when I'm tired, when I'm overly tired. If I don't have the capacity, I have to say to people I don't have the capacity. The mission that God has me on is purposeful. Where did I choose myself without guilt? I chose my dreams. I refuse to go back to anybody else's job outside of this one. Like, if it's not something we own, I'm not going to it. I'd rather make my family stuff better and bust my behind here than to go make somebody else richer and have them not care. I want to see his business win, and so I'm going to put in what I need to put in here to help my family business first, but I'm also going to build on the side of this as well. Who supported me genuinely and who drained me silently? There were so many people, just community people, who supported me this year. That means more to me than anything. And it wasn't monetarily. Like, I remember in years past, I put up like Kenton's wish list and people would buy stuff off of it for his birthday. I didn't really do that this year. And people showed up in ways that weren't always monetary. and it was needed. Like, people would show up and check on me just when I needed it. I created an event in less than 2 months, and everything was free because people in the community, I reached out and asked for something, and they provided it for me. Collaborating and connecting with like-minded individuals took me to a level of humbleness and clarity that could only come from creating community. Oh, my mom. This year, my mom and I's relationship grew tremendously, and I think that is the most rewarding thing for me in 2025. From doing TikToks in the snow to working together by the end of this, I think she understands me more. I understand her more. We're able to communicate more effectively. And it's real, it's not forced. I don't feel like I have to love her because she's my mom. It's easy to love her because she's my mom. It's easy to love her because God chose her for me, specifically for me, you know? So, there's that. Present was I for my child this year, truly? I was there. But he and I recently had a conversation where I poured my heart out to him and let him know that I know he wants to do more with me, and I have to do a better job of managing opening business, single motherhood, because he gets me tired. He gets me overwhelmed. Sometimes he gets my frustration, and that's the honesty of it. And all I can do is recognize it and do better to communicate more effectively, let him know when I'm tired, build out plans, and strategically create moments that we can spend together while we build together. I'm not going to down myself for creating. I'm not going to be down on myself like previous years for building. What example did I set about work, faith, rest? I showed him what entrepreneurship is. I showed him how to have a dream and go after it. Like, when my kid sees my book and he says, "Mom, you did that," like, that lets me know, like, everything that I'm doing is aligned with who God has created me to be. When he comes to Baldino's and wants to get on the register, he just asked me yesterday, like, can he come work at Baldino's some days? And I'm like, yeah, but you're not just going to be on the register. Like, you're going to have to learn how to do everything else, too. You're going to have to learn how to do some of the brunt work, the things that are not as fun, because those things come with the things you enjoy. So he's understanding entrepreneurship. He's understanding, like, his brain works, and he has the ability to change his life from start to finish. I'm proud of myself that I continue to communicate with him, and I continue to try. What legacy conversations did I begin or did I avoid? I have avoided conversations about his father. Not necessarily avoided them. If he don't bring them up, baby, I don't. If he don't bring it up, baby, I don't either. And then also, I want to put him in counseling because I think it's needed, especially for a young black boy whose father is not active. I think he deserves to be in counseling to understand his feelings, to understand what's happening around him, because he asks questions like, why is so-and-so dad coming to this field trip and where is mine? Like, why does my dad live in Texas? Why don't I talk to him? He's asked those questions, and I just kind of forward them to his father, and I tell him to ask his dad, which has kind of been my scapegoat. I don't got time. I got to do everything else. No, but I want to find a better way. Did I build something my child can inherit, not just admire? My son doesn't just admire my book. He can inherit my book. And so if anything ever happens to me, if there are women across the world, whoever hear the sound of my voice, and you believe in becoming the best version of yourself, and you want to know what that feels like, and you want my son to be able to exist, buy my book. It's going to always be on Amazon. That's the way you can support my kid. That's the way you can support his legacy. Where did God speak clearly, and how did I respond? Listen, God said create, and I did. God said create, and I did. God said ask, and I did. God said show up, and I did. God said connect, and I did. God said don't go off, and I didn't. God said have faith. And I did. He spoke so clearly to me this year. He provided so much clarity, so much conciseness, just in kind of like not just the relationships with the people closest to me, but relationship with him. I didn't know he loved me. Like, I felt the love this year. So like, where did I delay obedience because it didn't make logical sense? Listen, at some point I'm gonna stop drinking for real. At some point I'm gonna stop cussing too. I don't cuss as much no more. But I love me a good cuss word. It's just seasoning, you know? It's what you need sometimes. Some of y'all need to be cussed out. Some of us, I think, this ain't God, this is Antoinette. I think God created some of us to cuss y'all motherfuckers out. Tell me I'm wrong. What prayers were answered, even if not how I expected? God provided me a friend again. Where I thought a friendship ended, I can always accept when people can acknowledge the things that they falter in, because shit, I am not without fault. I probably have done some things to some people and they feel some type of ways. Listen, if I've ever done anything to harm you, if I've ever made you feel less than, if I've ever made you feel like you weren't an important piece of my life, I apologize to you. I do shit wrong. I don't get it right all the time. I don't say it right all the time. My tone ain't right all the time. My facial expressions definitely ain't right all the time. What promises did God reveal that I'm still walking toward? That I am going to have a husband. That life is not going to always be like this. I am going to feel what companionship feels like. I'm going to feel what true love feels like. He promised me a soft life. And my life ain't hard. But he promised me a soft life, one that I can enjoy, one that I can be intentful and aligned in. And I believe that that is going to manifest itself. If God reviewed my year, what would he commend me for? Continuing, never giving up, even when I lack, always giving back, and having empathy and humanity for people. Now, I'm gonna read y'all what Chat said to these questions. So, Chat said, who are you required to become in 2025 to survive, stretch, or stay obedient? You had to become self-led, less reactive, less people-pleasing, more discerning. You were required to move from I can help everybody to I must do it myself first. Number 2, where did you outgrow your old version of yourself, and where did you resist growth? You outgrew shrinking your voice to make others comfortable. That's a good one that I missed. You resisted fully letting go of obligation-based loyalty, especially in business and family dynamics. Did your actions match the woman you said you were becoming? About 70% yes. Your vision was clear. Your execution was sometimes delayed by exhaustion, overextension, and carrying too much alone. Come on now, ate that up. What parts of you feel stronger, softer, wiser, or more discerning now? I'm stronger in my boundaries. That's a good one. Softer in compassion for yourself, wiser in strategy, sharper in discernment, especially around energy, alignment, and motives. When it comes to work, business, and stewardship, what demanded the most from you this year and why? Your multi-hyphenated life, AB socials, Baldinos, motherhood, community leadership, vision building. You are carrying present responsibility and future legacy all at the same time. I said that. Where did you operate in excellence even when unseen? Behind the scenes strategy, client care, community building, teaching others what you hadn't fully mastered yet, which takes courage. Listen, I ate that up, definitely. Where did you drop the ball or procrastinate? In my systems, I said that. Delegation, releasing control fast enough. You sometimes waited for the right moment when consistency was what was required. Ooh, don't eat me up like that. Ooh, don't eat me up like that. Did you steward money, time, and people with integrity? Yes, but you undercharged and overgave at times, which is still a stewardship issue. Just acquired one. Ooh, raise my prices. What systems work and what failed? Content frameworks, community engagement, and vision clarity work. What failed? Consistent back-end systems and sustainable workload pacing. Don't eat me up like that. Did you build for legacy or survival? You thought legacy, but often moved in survival mode. 2025 exposed the gap clearly. 8 down. Money, provision, and faith. How did your relationship with money evolve? You stopped seeing money as just income and started seeing it as energy, exchange, and responsibility. Did you trust God with provision or try to control outcomes? Both of them. You trusted God with vision, but sometimes tried to control timing. Where did obedience cost you, and where did it protect you? It cost you familiarity. Oh, it did, baby, because I've been uncomfortable. Time and rest still need alignment, and do. What financial habits must not follow you into 2026? Overgiving, underpricing, delaying monetization out of fear of being too much. I'm not minimizing, no. Emotional health and healing. What hurt did you finally acknowledge? That being strong for everyone left little space for you to be healed. What cycles ended even painfully? Over identifying with struggle. Ooh, damn. Carrying others' dreams at the expense of your own. Where did you abandon yourself when you pushed through exhaustion instead of just pausing? Definitely did that. Where did you choose yourself when you started saying not right now without over explaining? No. I literally told my mom yesterday, no is a sentence. I'm not saying anything else. Like, no. When I say no, I mean it. Who supported you genuinely and who drained you silently? Support came from aligned peers and quiet consistency. Drain came from misaligned expectations and emotional labor without reciprocity. No more emotional labor without the reciprocity. If you don't care, I don't care. If you don't give a damn, I don't give a How present were you? Emotionally present, physically busy. You showed love, but rest and margin were thin when it came to Kenton. What example did you set? Faith-driven resilience, creativity, hustle, but also the need to model rest more clearly. I need to model rest more clearly. What legacy conversations did you begin to avoid? You began conversations about ownership and inheritance. You avoided hard conversations about transition and authority. Did you build something your child can inherit? Yes. Intellectual property, courage, and vision. Now it needs structure. Where did God speak to you clearly? He spoke to me about alignment and timing, about not forcing doors. Where did you delay obedience when the instruction required slowing down instead of accelerating? Pedal to the metal. What prayers were answered? Clarity, protection, discernment. Some prayers were answered quietly, but not dramatically. What promises are you still walking toward? Financial freedom without burnout, legacy ownership, peaceful authority. If God reviewed your year, what would he commend you for? Listening, ooh, even when I was afraid. Not quitting and choosing growth over bitterness. Come on, God. I'm really become a she this year, y'all, for real. Thanks for joining. If this is something that you are interested in doing for yourself, literally open ChatGPT and do it, y'all. Answer the questions and then go back to your chat and ask it what it would come up with for you, and then see if those two align. Then take what you've learned from 2025 and put that into what you intend for 2026. We are not going into 2026 without promise, and promise is tied to purpose, because without purpose there is no reason, and there is a reason for everything in every season. Thanks for coming to my channel. I guess this could be my first YouTube video. If this was good to you, like it was good to me, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, all that good stuff. And then go get my book off of Amazon. If you are questioning kind of like where you are financially, where you are mentally, where you are spiritually, where you are physically, and you're not happy with any of those categories, even how minuscule it could be. Like if you're not happy with even the most, like even the smallest minute thing, in regards to like the woman you're becoming, get the book, follow the journey, and become she.